Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Sever7, and today we are taking a look at the traditional pocket knives Appalachian Ridge Runner, and that's with the ultimate goal of seeing if this is worth adding to your collection or your daily carry. This came from the Lefty Pass Around group, and it goes back to the Lefty Pass Around group after my review. It was designed by Austin, the owner of Traditional Pocket Knives, and it was OEM'd by QSP. And holy cow, this thing is a monster. Full 4-finger grip. Look at that. Look at that. So much extra. But that's cool. It's a great knife so far. All right, so for the scales, we have glow carbon fiber. We have titanium bolsters. We've got some nice milled lines across the bolsters, and the transition is seamless. If my eyes were closed, I would not be able to tell we were even transitioning. We have T8 hardware throughout the entire handle, and then we have no pocket clip, although we do have a spot for a lanyard. So the joke is on us pocket clip people, because as far as this knife goes, the lanyards have won. As far as the ear goes, they're fairly neutral. We have this nice little I don't know what you would say, I guess, like little ramp as a gentle reminder to separate whenever you grab it. So it's 2 fingers up, 2 fingers down. And then we get a little thicker back here just to really lock your grip in, right? So up here it's thin, precise, you have a lot of control. And then back here it's just thick to make sure that it really can't get ripped out of your hands. And by ripped out, I mean like if you're cutting stuff, it's not going to come out of your hands easily, right? So kind of that gun stock grip, which is still very comfortable ergonomically. It just gives you a lot more security in your grip. So as far as the weight, despite how big this thing is, it feels super light. You could actually forget it's in your pocket. As far as the balance goes, it's definitely butt heavy, but because it feels so light, I really don't mind it. We have jimping, and this is functional jimping, right? So like if your hands were wet and you needed your jimping to lock you in, this jimping will do just that. And you'll notice I'm pushing hard enough for my finger to turn white under the nail, and I'm still locked in, right? So a lot of reassurance there with that jimping. We have one of my favorite blade shapes, clip point blade. We have a beautiful belt satin finish. We have a nice hollow grind. S90V for the blade steel, and an HRC of 59 to 61, which is, more or less the industry standard. Yeah, I mean, it's not optimal, but it is what it is. As far as the walk and talk, we have for the walk, it's about a 7. Yeah, so it's a 7 to the half stop, and then like a 6 to lock it out. And then it's about a 6 on the way down and about a 7. So it's a little bit easier once you get to the half stop. It gets easier, right, on the way up. And then on the way down, it's easier to the half stop. And then it's just everything you're doing below the half stop, that's where it's really tight. So 7, 5 or 6. 5 or 6, 7. As far as the talk, really good acoustics. Yeah, it sounds great. Super authoritative thwack on the open and close. I appreciate that very much so. And this is going to be lefty friendly because it's totally ambidextrous. No pocket clip, and you can open and close Well, I guess if I was a lefty, would I do it like this? No. Yeah, I would do it like this if I was a lefty. Yeah. Either way, you can do it both ways. Overall length of this bad boy is 8.35 inches with a blade length of 3.75 inches. And that gives us a blade to handle ratio of about 0.81. And as you can see, we have a lot of blade for a lot of handle, which is something I always appreciate. We still have some room left. Like we could go a little bit further for sure, maybe another eighth of an inch, but we're still doing pretty good. 3.75 is more than enough blade to get the job done. And we have a weight of 4.5 ounces. Quick size comparison. We're going to go up against the large button lock Praxis, and I'm not sure why I'm doing everything in reverse. Yeah, the Praxis looks to have it beat by just a little bit. And we're going to keep going lefty. And it looks like it's pretty close, but it is longer than the Brazen. And let's go ahead and check the Real Steel Sylph. And it dwarfs the Real Steel Sylph. So this is definitely what most people would consider a full-size knife. What's the price point on this? So the price point for the Ridge Runner comes in at $199, and then there is various 10% discount codes from your favorite YouTubers. I don't have one yet. I will. But in the meantime, if you decide to pick the knife up, I will have it linked in the description, and then you can just use, whichever YouTuber you prefer. You can use Lefties, Tri-State, Stas's, whoever, and that'll bring the price down to about $180. So, at $180, even at $200, 3.75 inches of S90V, QSPs, construction, glow carbon fiber scales, this much knife. At 180, which is what you're going to pay whenever you plug a discount in, at 180, you're sitting at like premium concept territory. You're about $20 under premium artisan cutlery territory. And I think the build quality and utility of this knife is fantastic. I would say at 180, it's worth every penny. Because you have to think, okay, so it's a slip joint. You can't fidget with it. But when you're talking everyday application, the belly, the hollow grind, this thing is going to cut through everything. And you get so much leverage. Just going through boxes, going through paper, but it's still like long and light enough that you can go in and do like little bitty detailed things, right? Like it's easy to get this belly down and do any draw cuts you need to, right? Or if you need to, if you have a letter that you need to open and you need to be real precise, you've got the tip to do that, right? This thing really is like a pencil. Oops, sorry for the shake. It's like a pencil with a blade on it, right? The amount of control you have with this, paired with the amount of force you can put behind it with, with this added leverage, is insane. And it has functional jimping, right? Like, holy cow, you're going to be able to go to town with this thing. I think not only does it look good, why am I lefty again? Not only does it look good, but its applicable use and functionality, I think, is through the roof. So would I carry it? Yeah, absolutely. Slip joints aren't the most exciting thing on the planet, but this is a great gentleman's knife. This is going to be a great user. It's freaking huge. It definitely makes a statement, and I'm here for it. The glow carbon fiber looks great. If I was to buy this myself, they have an abyss blue carbon fiber that I think looks really good. But they've got a bunch of different variations, right? So I mean, you can grab whatever whichever one you like the most, but that Blue Abyss carbon fiber is really speaking to me. That's probably the one I'm going to end up getting. So yeah, I would absolutely carry this. Like I said, you're losing out on the fidget factor a little bit, but to be honest, like I wouldn't do this in public, but there's still satisfaction to be had sitting on the couch doing this, right? And sometimes it just breaks up the monotony of having, um, a non-slip joint, right? Like, any knife you grab, it's easy to do this stuff with, right? But sometimes you just want to make life more difficult for yourself for literally no reason at all. And that's where slip joints come in, right? So my question is this something you would carry? Or is this something you would add to your collection? Let me know down in the comments below. And if this knife is for you, I will have it linked. Don't forget to use, one of the YouTuber discounts that you have to knock 10% off the price. And if you want more reviews like this, hit the like button. Please subscribe. And then you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok at SEVRSEVN. Thank you so much for watching. Love the support. You guys have been fantastic. We're like 20 away from 1,000 subs. And as soon as we break 1,000, we're doing a giveaway, live stream giveaway. And the knives that I have for it so far are pretty friggin' sweet. So, but the support's been great. The comments are great. You guys are awesome. Love you to death. And until the next time.